Hello, I want to talk about you don't need to think too much about working out. Don't overthink it. So I was in the gym yesterday and there was this huge guy. This guy was huge. Can you listen to me? He was huge, basically he had a huge back, V tape. If you know what a V taper is he has like the V taper like this. His back was like that. He was huge also, his arms were huge. And then he was doing the squat. Not the squat, he was doing the leg press. Well, as where he was lying down, the one that you will go like this, and it had like 160 kilograms on it. And I asked him, "Do you do a split? Do you do PPL or something?" You know what he said? "No, I'm not on steroids. I'm natural. I have milk and whatever." He said something like that. When I heard that, I was kind of amazed. Of course, after that, I clarified, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, what do you do on Monday? What do you do on Sunday, Tuesday, and stuff like that. And he said he basically just did stuff. It showed that it amazed me. It showed that he's never bumped into concepts like push pull legs or anything like that. The YouTubers he watched were local YouTubers like Aderai in Indonesia. So he basically wasn't exposed to the large gym community. So this guy just came to the gym, pushed the weights around every single day, and he got huge. After talking to that guy, I kind of realized that, you know, I've already thought about this before, but the gym is basically a place where the more you think of stuff, the less gains you make. You're supposed to just go, push weights around, and profit. That's it, basically. I've discussed in a previous video about the push-pull leg spell. And of course, these things will help you. These things are a tool. Like regiments and what to train on each day, strategies, what to eat and stuff like that. It will of course help you. But sometimes, to me and to some people, it ends up being that we care more about the preparation and the rules and stuff more than the actual workout. It becomes an escape. We escape the workout, the hardness, the pain, because building muscle is painful, right? We escape it by making all these technicalities and complications, when really it's all about moving weight that gets heavier and heavier and pushing your limits. For those that do not know me, I am the apprentice of muscle, and I am going to be studying muscle from here on out. My end goal is to have an aesthetic physique that may appeal to the eyes of women, so I may get laid more. Current state is it's alright. I'm still a long way to becoming a wizard of muscle. But that guy, he was a wizard of muscle. I also talked to another guy who was also rather big. He was my age actually, but he was stronger and bigger than me. He also said that basically the same thing. He had no regimen. He actually skips legs. I asked him, "Oh, today shoulder and biceps. Tomorrow is something like back and stuff." So his legs, he said, sometime leg, sometimes legs. He sometimes does. What does that even mean? He doesn't do legs, basically. Insane. And then, I kind of made fun of him. You'll have chicken legs like Chris Hemsworth in that famous picture, right? And then he showed me his legs. Yeah, it might turn out small, and he has the most disgustingly gigantic calves. Calves, calves, right? This part of the muscle. He has like a brick here, beautiful brick. How does that happen? He said he skips legs, but he has a boulder in his legs. He said he trains legs by doing, you know, when you do this exercise, you put pressure on this leg. Fuck you, man. I was especially frustrated because yesterday was leg day, and here I was pushing the most, to some people and to me, leg day is the most painful, but in a painful way, not in a pleasantly painful way. But to each their own. Maybe he has awesome genetics, but each wizard and each apprentice has his own way. So the actionable step for you is if you're overthinking, you should just focus on the most productive thing is just pushing the weights around.